Hi Emily, it's Mr. Goyette with National University Virtual High School. Just wanted to go over with you some of the key terms that you'll need for your the Unit 6 quiz, as well as the Unit 6 assignment to prepare you to answer those questions. Real quickly, I'd ask you to identify some key terms and people, so please do that using your text and other resources. You may use historychannel.com, or you may use the AP US History website. Let's look at a few of those. Non-aggression pact, of course, was the pact signed between Germany and Russia, between Stalin and Hitler. It gave Hitler time to plan his attack on Russia. It wasn't really a sincere agreement between the two men. Winston Churchill, read on page 790, a very charismatic, very boisterous personality, led Britain during the Battle of Britain and throughout the war to help secure its victory over the Germans. You'll take a look at Douglas MacArthur, commander in the Southwest Pacific, who Japanese would end up surrendering to after the dropping of the bomb, both on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Remember that Crystal Knot is the Night of Broken Glass. It was a demonstration by the Nazis to scare German Jews out of Germany and to show the public that the Nazis were serious about humiliating the Jews and driving them into the ghettos. Genocide, of course, a term made popular by Raphael Lemkin and Morgenthau as the idea of a systematic extermination of a people is brought about and understood. It's hard for people to understand the idea of genocide until the Holocaust was discovered. Battle of the Bulge, very important battle in the Ardennes in France. 100,000 casualties, one of the worst battles, or if not the worst, for the entire war for the Americans. You'll see General Patton in Bastogne turning his forces around in the Third Army and securing that region. Blitzkrieg, middle column now, means lightning warfare. It's the overwhelming force by Nazi troops to overtake a region with overwhelming force. Battle of Britain I already mentioned, over Britain, of course, the Luftwaffe losing to British and Allied troops. Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941, the day which will live in infamy, will be marked tomorrow. You know the history there. Please read up on it tomorrow. The Aryans, the idea of this white race that Hitler so popularized. It's an idea of a pure race of Germans that was going to lead the Third Reich to greatness. Idea of racial supremacy. Ghettos, places where Jews were forced to live, and gypsies, homosexuals, other people, people that Hitler wanted to discard in his society. Battle of Stalingrad, the most decisive battle of the war, greatest battle, stopped the Germans and led to 2 million casualties in Russia. Kamikazes, flying a Zero basically, or a plane from the Japanese side into a military target, usually a ship after you dropped your payload and your bombs and shot or emptied out your cartridge. You would then commit suicide by flying your plane into the ship. This is a kamikaze. It means divine wind in Japanese. Charles de Gaulle, hero of the French Free Army, when Pétain and Laval start the Vichy France and capitulate with the Germans to start Nazi France, essentially, the Pétain and Laval brutalize the French Jews and mistreat them. De Gaulle leaves, tries to start a free French army, and eventually will collaborate with the Allies to help save France from the Nazis over time. Atlantic Charter was a charter agreement between the United States and Britain, which was going to basically set up the groundwork for the UN, United Nations. Battle of the Midway, very important Pacific battle. Holocaust we're aware of and we'll study more. Final solution, the idea of the extermination of the Jews. D-Day, also known as the Battle of Normandy, or Operation Overlord in northern France, which liberated northern France. And Nuremberg trials, which prosecuted the Nazi war criminals from 1945 to 1949. More to come.